Hello everybody, this is Brey's Ways. I'm back and have I got something for you guys to see? I have been so busy. Now this project took me about a week, only because I have to do a whole lot of things around here by myself and everything. So having to do all the little pieces that I had to use on this project took me a while. It takes a while to make things out of plaster of Paris and all that good stuff, and for me to paint them by hand and then just do everything that I do with them. But I finally finished, or at least I'm hoping I'm finished with the project. Now that I have moved on from the 4th of July decor, because I think I have enough for the 4th of July. And so I don't think I'll be revisiting that theme unless something else pops into my head that's crazy, and then yeah. But now I'm on to Nautical. And why? Because Nautical happens to be not just my favorite theme, but my husband's as well. And we try to keep the nautical look around us, all year round. And I had to do a piece, that I could keep around all the time, that I wouldn't get tired of looking at or anything like that, just something pretty and, kind of elaborate that I would have around in our dining room area, because that's where we always keep all our decor for the most part. I came up with a faux cake, and I call it the naughty for nautical. Get it? Naughty. Okay. Well, anyway, the Nauti people. Anywho, I finally finished it today, and it came out really, really well. And I'm very happy with the results. It was a bit of a pain to do and put together because of its size, but I did manage to work with it, and it came out pretty well. So let me show you what I came up with this time. Are you ready? Here it comes. I know, right? Isn't it adorable? Well, now this cake here, my goodness, it has a lot of layers to it. There was a lot of things. I don't think you can see me. Where am I? Where did I go? Hold on. Let me see if I can adjust my lighting real quick. At least a little bit. Looks like I'm going to be in the dark a little bit, but that's okay. This thing is kind of big. First, the thing that inspired me for this faux cake, nautical cake, was the stand that the cake is on. I found this candle holder, and you can tell it's a candle holder, at a rummage sale. Like the day before the town that we do our shopping in came down with COVID. And so I've had this for 2 years or something like that, and it was a horrible, dingy, very pale, beigey brown. It just looked ugly, but I like the anchor shape. I like the wire on it, and it's by itself, it's a fairly heavy piece, and I think I only paid like $2 for it. And I bought other nautical things as well, but this candle holder I really loved. So I repainted it about a year ago, and so I added all of the coloring to it. I even painted the wire up and everything, and made it look like it was metal, and like if it was wood and all that good stuff. And the little seashell down here, I just put that there today. Now, I had gone to Walmart and I bought these cake holders. I don't know what you call these things. The base for the cakes. And the reason for that was because now yesterday and the day before I was working on these pieces. These are my waves. Okay, these are my waves. that I made out of styrofoam. And what I did is I just kind of cut a shape out of those little dollar tree, little round styrofoams that I had. And I think I cut out 8 pieces. I just made one, then I used that one for a pattern, and I just kept on using. And what I did is I just basically used the I had a large spoon, and I just used that to cut into the styrofoam around the shape until I got them all cut out. Then I started hand painting them. So what I did is that I painted each corner from the bottom. I didn't do the whole, well, I painted the whole bottom, and then I started, after they were all painted, I started glittering them up, and I started only, doing the corners of each side. I didn't go through all the bottom. There was no need for that. Nobody was going to see the bottom, so I just wanted to make sure that, if people got close to it or whatever, they could see, that it was also glittered. So after hand painting each piece in 2 colors, there's this really beautiful, I think it was navy blue, and then I used this other turquoisey color. I can't remember what it was called, but I blended them in the center and then made it come up here, and then after that took me, that was during one day that I did that, and then I I painted them, and then I glittered them up, let them dry, and then I Mod Podged them. Actually, to tell you the truth, I think it probably took me 3 days to do this, but it's because everything took a while for me to do and everything. And so they were done, for today. Well, since last night, for me to use today. So I just ended up putting them around the base. What I did is I took 2 styrofoam, the 9-inch ones, I believe that's what they are, and I painted one by hand, really light blue, because I wanted the waves to pop, and everything else that I would be putting in around it, to pop. So I did the very bottom layer a very light blue, and then the top foam was a suntan color. And then I had also, days before, had painted these little wooden little sea creatures that I also had gotten at Dollar Tree. There's fish and dolphins, and I think shark and some octopus and octopi. And I did them in basically, I think in three or 4 different colors. And so I just ended up using E6000 to put the little pieces in between each wave, so that each set of waves would have a little creature in the middle. And then I had taken one of these beach buckets that I had bought also before COVID. I had 2 of these, but I took one of them, and I had previously spray painted it a beige color, like a beachcomby color, and then and it was starting to chip and everything, but I thought that would add character to it. And what I did is that I Mod Podged it heavily, sanded it heavily, and then let it dry, and then I came back and I Mod Podged heavily on top of the loose sand, and so that it wouldn't be continuously falling off, because it is a smooth surface. It's plastic. It's a plastic bucket. And then I had done these pieces, the round little pieces here and these, a long time ago, and I had them lying around. I had them in a container, and I decided I was going to go ahead and use them. And at first I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them, but then as I was working on it and everything, I got the idea of using the square ones, or the rectangular ones, like little windows. This could be like a little lighthouse, or it could just be a sand castle, however you want to look at it. And I took these really pretty glass beads that my aunt gave me. She gave me a whole bunch of glass marbles and stones, and I was able to pick out a few from what she had given me so that I could decorate the sandcastle. Down here, I had thought about cutting off this lip so I wouldn't have this lip right here. But I ended up using it, well, I kept it. So I could use it to hold all these little stones that I had gotten, I think, from Walmart. I want to say Walmart. And I just put them all the way around the base of the castle. And on top of the top styrofoam, I sanded it with white sand, the same sand that I used on the castle. I put it right here with lots of Mod Podge. And I think it's still drying a little bit in some places. But I wanted to continue the sand, and I did sand the trim of the bucket as well, just so that it would look more finished. And then I ended up putting as like the emblem of the castle, one of the wooden shells that I had hand painted, and I sealed them with glitter paints. No, sorry, with Mod Podge. With Mod Podge, I did all of these little shapes, and so then I just started putting in, where I wanted the beads to go. So you see them here, you see them up here. Now the little starfish, I was actually surprised that they didn't have starfish with these. Let me see, I'm trying to remember. I think that came from some little clothespin note grabbers or whatever you want to call them. And like right here, what I did is I took the scissors to one of them after I painted it, and I wanted to make a doorway. I wanted to make a little door, to go into the castle. And so I took a piece that I had broken by accident. I used it as the little feet for the bottom of the door. And this little picture here came from some stickers that I bought when I had gone to Dollar Tree last time. And what I did is I took the picture, and it was already mounted on a little cardboard. Well, it was on a cardboard, and I Mod Podged the picture to the cardboard, trimmed off the excess around it, and then I cut it in half. And then I took each half, and I took the starfish that I had cut in half, right? I took it and I put the edge to the edge of the star on both sides. And then, I glued, it was all glued together, and in the back it's reinforced with a piece of wax paper that I just super glued back there just to keep it all, from slipping and everything, because these are actually like really close to the edge, so I didn't want them to fall apart. So I have finished embellishing it on the top. Let me see if I can flip this. Now, don't be surprised if you hear some sand still coming out. There shouldn't be, but you never know. There's some glass beads on all four sides of it. Let me see. You can see all the little starfish. Got some glitter paint of gold. No, pink gold on it. And this clear Christmas ornament, I had two of them that I had left over from some old ornaments that I had gotten ages ago. And I had put those little white little styrofoam balls into two of them, and I had mounted them on top of some candle holders. Well, the other day, this is about a month ago, I accidentally dropped one of the candle holders and smashed the other one to bits. So I ended up rescuing this one. I just took it off of the top of the candle holder, and I just had it lying around doing nothing. So I took another candy faux piece and used it as a base to anchor the ball on, because it does have a mouth to it, right? So to keep the little white balls from slipping out, I just, hot glued it to that candy piece that I had painted a sandy brown. And then I took the whole thing, and then I finally glued it on top of the center of the castle, because I figured I needed something big and showy up there. I wanted something elaborate, guys. I wanted something that would, pop and look really cute. And I really wanted to work with my hands and do stuff to it. And so this is what I came up with. And then for the little flagpoles, those are skewers. Let me see. I thought I had the skewers here. Oh, here they are. Hold on. These little guys, I bought them at Walmart and the barbecue section, I guess last summer. And so I bought like 2 sets, so I kept them so that I could do other things with them. And so what I did is that I measured the height of, measured the height of the flag poles that I wanted, and I snipped it off with some wire cutters. And then I just, trimmed down the other 3 to the same size. And then on top of each little turret or this little section up here, on the castle, at the very top, I made a little hole. And I couldn't find my compass, my math compass. I have 2 of them, but I keep losing them. So what I used instead was this hook. I have several of these old hooks from Dollar Tree that I had bought eons ago, and I took the hook and I literally put it on top of the thing, and I just screwed it down into the plastic gently to about the first rung or so of the large screw. And it was enough, and it was big enough. It was big enough, but not too big, where the little stick would just like fall right through it. So then I took the little skewer to test it, and I was able to pierce it. I had to use a little force, but I managed to pierce it. And then all I did was, I took it back out, and then I secured it with some E6000 and stuck each one into the tops after I screwed all the little holes. And then I secured them a little bit better with putting some more E6000 around the base of the little flagpole. And then as for the little flags, I made those by, I took, let me see, I'm trying to remember. Oh, the little tab that the little, let me see, where are those? That these little Starfish came on their little pins. The little tab of cardboard, I took that and then I just snipped it into 4 pieces, made it all, zigzaggy, and I cut it all out, and then I just hand painted them, made the little points at the end of each, of them after I cut them out. And then I just simply added some hot glue. And then I just wrapped it around the top of the little pole and held it there until it was, dry enough. And it stuck together pretty fast. And I did all 4. And then I went back and I found 4 cute little little pieces of stones. And I just added them to the top of the little flagpoles. And there it is. I mean, it was a lot of work, but it was fun work. And I think it turned out super duper nice. I am so happy with it. My husband likes it. My son still hasn't seen it yet. So he'll really like it. Once he sees this video, I'm sure he'll just really, really like it. And so I had to share it with you guys. I wanted y'all to know that I wasn't, forgetting to be creative or anything like that. I was busy. I was a busy bee today, doing all kinds of things, but I was working really hard on this project. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed it and liked it, and I hope that y'all will create one of your own if you're into the nautical. The nautical is just such a beautiful topic. It's a beautiful theme, and you can just do anything and everything, let me tell you. And I do have another video idea that I want to do with you guys, and I will be doing that one, hands-on. I wasn't able to do this hands-on because it just had so many components to it that it took me days to just be able to do what I wanted to do. I had to think about it. I mean, I wanted to see if, if what I was thinking was going to be able to be done, and I was glad that it was. So I'm very super happy with the results. I think it's beautiful. I think it's whimsical. It's very crafty. It's got a lot of ideas in it, and I think it's pretty creative. Not to toot my own horn, right? But yep, I just love doing stuff like this, and so it will be a very nice, beautiful addition to our dining room once I start getting it all dolled up, for the summer. That's my plan, to use this for the summer, because even though I do have some nautical decor in the dining room, I also have my bee theme going on there on our little round table, and I have the patriotic theme by the door on that table. And I now have my Mad Hatter theme on another little table. I was telling my husband, I just can't have enough tables. I have I had a long table that I had taken out. Now I'm thinking about putting it back in just so that I can pick up some things off of a coffee table that I have in there and be able to just, like move this in there just for safekeeping, because my studio, we have a very large room, but it's like a catch-all for a whole lot of things. And I have my area, uh, it's a whole wall with, the corner, but I move around everywhere. I mean, I just, wherever it's convenient, wherever, but to do my videos, when I have to have my hands free or anything, I'd rather do them here at the desk where I have everything. It just works for me, And so anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed this DIY craft video. And I hope to see you guys again soon. I will try to see if I can upload or do the other video tonight. And sometimes I do upload very late at night, or should I say early morning, but that's only because my husband and I are still up. We both suffer from insomnia sometimes. Sometimes we get into watching really good movies and we just can't go to bed right away. So it just helps us to get sleepy and all that kind of thing. And we sometimes tend to eat a little late sometimes. So yeah, once you catch your second wind, you don't want to go to sleep. So that's why sometimes, we're uploading. He helps me. He helps me to upload my videos. And so we're up late, up till sometimes 3, sometimes rarely, but we have stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning. And so if my videos pop up all, at some crazy hour of the night or morning, that's why. So anyways, so I hope that you enjoyed this video, this time with me. And I hope that if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I just started not too long ago, and I would love to see more subscribers. I am so grateful for the subscribers that I do have right now. And if you subscribe, you'll be able to like, comment, share, and if you push the little bell, you'll be notified of when my next videos are coming up. So please hang in there with me. Please don't, forget to check my videos, and let me know on comments how I'm doing, what you like about it. Give me some feedback. I would love to hear your feedback. And it'll motivate me, to keep me going and stuff, because it is time consuming and all of that, but I am having a lot of fun with it. And my son is happy that I'm doing this, because I think he wanted me to do this a long time ago, and I thought about it, but I just, it's all about making some time. So meanwhile, I'll just keep on working. Y'all keep out working too. And I will check out your videos as soon as I can. And shout out to Grandma Sandy and her daughter, and to Barbara. And I just hope that you guys just, continue doing your thing, because I do enjoy seeing your videos. I really do. And everybody else's as well, too. So, thank you so much, guys. Y'all be careful out there. You know, take all the precautions to stay safe. And just keep on doing your thing out there. And keep on being creative. This is Brey's Ways. Until next time. Bye-bye.